What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name's Chris, and today I have just hit 700 days reselling online, or week 100, and it's been an interesting journey, and I've been documenting this journey since the start. And I originally started this business as a way to generate an income as I stepped away from the 9 to 5 to build a podcast and to pursue my dreams, passions, and goals. And this has become my business and my full-time income. But along the way, it's been an interesting journey. There's been a lot of roller coaster moments, and there still is. That's what it is all about. It's about learning so much, and again, I'm learning so much every week. And look, I'll be honest, that is the secret sauce. The secret sauce is always be learning. Now today, in this video, what I want to share with you is my biggest takeaway from 700 days or 100 weeks of reselling online, predominantly on eBay. And then after this, I'll share with you the actual progress for week 100, and we're going to dive into some show and tell and just give you some behind the scenes and updates on what's been going on. So if you're interested in this, let's dive in. Now, I wasn't lying to you when I said that the secret is always be learning. That has been the key factor, or the biggest takeaway, ensuring that I can progress. And that is what I want to basically take you through right now in a bit more detail and give you some understanding and some perspective of how, once you understand this will enable you to level up your reselling so much better. But it's not just with reselling, it actually applies to anything in life. You see, we can learn anything we want. We can hear it from, you could hear it from myself, you can hear it from another YouTuber, you can hear it from some of the best people that are reselling in the entire world. But at the end of the day, if you don't go and experience it, if you don't go put that learning into action, it's not necessarily actually going to help you learn, because you can take it in, but if you do nothing about it, nothing changes. You did not actually learn. And I think that is the key thing here, is a lot of the time we digest information, we take in information, yet we don't change anything. And we expect bigger results because we know what needs to be done, but we don't actually do what needs to be done. So I want to give you an example of how learning for the first 50 weeks, or 350 days essentially, has, I guess, enabled me to do better in the second 50 weeks. And the first 50 weeks, they were very rewarding. I was learning though. I started from zero. I had some understanding from doing my own, self-education on YouTube and things like that. But this is what the breakdown of revenue, profit, and volume was. And of course, these are just certain numbers, but this is the perspective. So revenue was $49,000, or a bit more than that. Profit, I landed just over $28,500, and the volume of sales was around 1,664. That was the first 50 weeks. That was the first 350 days. Now, as we jump into the next 50 weeks, or the next 350 days, my revenue actually grew by 26,000. We were on 76,304. And the profit also grew by $12,000, which worked out to be about $41,376. And my volume was up by 808. I did 2,472 sales. So as you can see, on average across all areas, I've increased by more than 45%. And the only way that this happened is, one, I was doing the work, but I had a better understanding through the experience and through the learnings of the first 50 weeks. Thus, I was able to gain the ability to make better decisions. I was able to take on a snowball effect and build that momentum and keep things moving quicker than previously, because I had better information. I now knew what I didn't know when I started, and that means I can operate with a better advantage. However, at the same time, I'm still learning every single day. Now, just to be clear, this applies to everything across reselling. It applies to, sourcing, how and what, understanding my business model and how I want to change that, or how I can make it better, or does that fit the best for me at this point in time. Understanding cash flow management, posting and packaging, learning through that experience of what's the best way to do it. Is this the cheapest way to do it? Is this the safest way to do it? Is this the most efficient way to do it? Inventory management and SKU management, and how I'm going to be pulling things, like picking things out to be posting, and how I'm storing items, but also just general knowledge of categories and the different products that there are out there. And there's so many niches of what people, like, and being able to dabble in that sooner or later, or focusing on a niche. And just for me, it's a big one, has been books. But, I've started to dabble in so many new areas that I wasn't doing at the start either. But a big one is also community and relationships, and building those networks and friendships and relationships, because they help you grow, but also give you so much more opportunity. Now, I know this could come across a little fluffy or a little high level, but the fact of the matter is, whether you're not you are further on your journey, meaning if you're ahead of me, whether you're starting, or maybe you're at the same level as me, each one of these spots in the journey timeline you're always learning, or you always should be learning. If you start to say, nah, I can't learn anything else, well, that's where you will fail. Because as soon as we get complacent and think we have it all figured out, that's that's the worst thing that you can do. Even the greats have learned so much. They've learned so much, right? But they do not know everything. And there's going to be better ways of them to operate more effectively, more efficiently, or with better understanding. And that's the same for wherever you are on your journey, and the same for me wherever I am on my journey. Learning is a number of different things. It's just not a matter of, just hearing information and then you all of a sudden know it. As I said earlier, learning is an active process, right? And it requires effort, engagement, and it requires intention. It's also a social and collaborative process. Once you start to interact with more people, you can learn from their perspectives, from their experiences. And it's a lifelong process that continues. You need to understand that you're not going to have all the information or everything that you want today. It's going to come through experience as you experience something different and from the activities that you do. But, we have sources of education, whether it's formal, informal, or experimental. These are all learnings, and they will help you then become better or know what not to do. It's also personalized and individualized. It's different for everyone. How you learn will be different how I learn, but it's going to be effective in different ways as well. So take that into account. Just because I'm saying you should go read this doesn't mean that that's going to necessarily work for you. You can understand it. You think, oh yeah, this is cool, but I'm actually going to go apply myself this way instead. So that's the reality of it. That is my big key takeaway for the last, 100 weeks or 700 days. And it's been an exciting journey. I'm excited to see what happens as I continue to grow and continue to go into this journey, because really it's just the start or the tip of the iceberg of where I want to go. So we're going to dive into how did I actually progress for week 100. And let's check out the top items that sold. So top item number 1 for this week was this Indiana Jones, or Young Indiana Jones. And this one cost me $7.50. I picked this one up from an op shop and I was able to sell it for $109.65. Now, fortunately, after fees and postage, I've come out with around $69 in profit, which is pretty king, because not very often you can pick up these big bulk DVD sets and make such a huge return in the op shops, but this one was a really good find. Top item number 2 was actually someone purchased 2 pairs of jeans from me. These were some RM Williams. I've paid $27.28 as an average cost of good for these 2 pairs, and the total price was $118.94 in terms of revenue that I got from that. And then after fees and postage, I've walked away with $57.43 back into my pocket. Again, this was 2 pairs. The next item that I have sold this week, which was actually pretty good, was the Shadow of Torturer, and this one is actually a paperback that I knew nothing about. I got it in a bulk lot, and it cost me about $1.78. Now, when I say a bulk lot for this one, it was actually about 50 or 60 books that I got in the fantasy space. So it worked out to be about $1.78 as an average cost of good. I've sold it for $65.93. It's gone overseas, and I've walked away with $34.61 back into my pocket. And top item number 4 for this week was this Lego set World City Police Rescue. Now, this one also, I've paid up. I paid $64.37 for it. I've been able to sell it for $149.70. I believe this one went to Canada, and I've only walked away with $34 in profit after fees and postage, but still, it's a nice little ASP item going out and getting that cash flow growing. Now, the interesting item for this week is once again another little Lego minifigure. Now, you got to be on the lookout for these, because sometimes you can pick them up in lots and you don't end up having to pay anything for them, because most of everything else will pay for it. And this guy, he's been sitting around for a little bit, but I finally sold him, which was a Power Miners Rock Monster. And I've been able to sell it for $45.90. Did not cost me anything, and it worked out that I got $22.91 after fees and postage. Yeah, pretty happy with this one. This one also went overseas. So week 100, how have we progressed? It's actually been a bit of a slower week this week, which makes sense. Christmas is just around the corner. We've come out of Black Friday sales, and also there is some constraints coming in with the interest rates, and really a lot of pressure on the pocket at this point in time. But I'm actually still very, very happy with how we've progressed. It was a roller coaster week. A lot of the sales came in Sunday. So we got 46 sales. Margin was a bit low this week, 39%. Cost of goods was $224. So I have been spending up to get these sales this week. Sold $1,449 worth. Profit was only $574. So low profit earning week. ASP was $31 and average cycle time was 91 days. It took 91 days on average to sell these items. Here's all the items that have been selling. Good to see books back up there at the top. We've also been selling a lot of different interesting things as well, so great variety from the store going out. Well, that's week 100. I really do appreciate you tuning in for that. Now, if you want to stick around, I do have some show and tell of just, giving you a bit of insight of what I've been doing in the background and how things are progressing at the storage unit. So let's dive into that. All right, team, welcome to Monday. We've got 28 packages going out. We've got the little fan going. It's a bit warm in here. Got a whole bunch of stuff that I brought over and a few more things to help with this. You haven't seen this, but this is not complete. This is still in a bit of a trial mode, but got to do a bit of fixing of all this, do some mounting up here. But essentially this will be the new photo station for clothing and jeans and things like that. So this is a def pile of just jeans, clothes that I got to start testing out this process. So a few things in there that's come from Amazon just to help get this all set up. Still got to fix a little bit of lighting over here, but that's the mission today, is get that working. Obviously I've got to do my picking and packing for the 28 items, and then yeah, that's what we're working on today. So I'll keep you updated, but let's get working. All right, team, we've just done 28 packages and it's taken us 7:49. Not too bad. What we're going to do now is I'm going to quickly show you some of the goodies that are going out, and then I'm going to pack it all up. So we've got these guys going out. These guys have actually I was just having a look actually. They've gone for 25 bucks, not too bad. Sold these a few times. We've got a PlayStation going out. That's actually a package for mum. This little guy's gone for about 45 bucks all the way over to Canada. This one from my video not that long ago went for 28, I think it was. A couple of bread and buttered DVDs and CDs, all ranging between 10 all the way up to $19. This guy's gone for 20 bucks. He's gone for 20 bucks. This guy's brand new, but he is a bit damaged. He's gone for, I think it was 30. Might have been a bit more actually. He's gone for about 25. We've got a couple of shirts going out over here as well. This guy, interesting one. He was in my video for last week as well. We've got some bundles of books going out, another CD. We've got a Harry Potter towel going out, which is pretty cool. Cool to see this one go out, as you can see here. And we've got Dodo, we've got these figurines as well, so it's been pretty good. We've also got this guy going out too. I'll just put him to the side just so we don't get him damaged or anything. This guy going out. Not too bad, pretty cool with that one. Got a PlayStation and an Xbox. Not too bad. Let's pack it all up. All right, team, it's Thursday and doing a few things different today. So we've got this now all set up as, I think I've already shared this with you anyway, but today we're testing out the process flow. I've got 15 pairs of clothing here. Majority of it is jeans. There's a couple of shorts and I think there's a shirt in here too. We're basically going to give this a go, test it out on this bad boy. We're going to time it all, see how it goes, just figuring out flows. I don't usually do clothing, so this is all new to me really. And just, yeah, figuring out what works, what doesn't, and getting into that flow. So hopefully I'm not covering the mic on this. I'll just had this on charge. So we're going to get cracking on this. Wish me luck. I have got first pair done. I did the other day. I was just testing it out and it's all labeled, and that will be going into a new, well, basically going into something like this for now. Yeah, wish me luck and let's do it. Ta-da! All right, all done. So it took us 58 minutes and 25 seconds. I've lapped everything. Best one was 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Worst was 5 minutes and 54 seconds. Average looks to be about 3 minutes 30 to do each one. And 15 items done. So it's taken an hour to do 15. ASP here is about $39. So not too bad if you do some quick math. All right, 39 times 15 equals $585 in an hour. I still got to list them, probably take another hour, so it's probably about 2 hours to do the 50. Now this is the first time doing it. There is so many things that I've realized I got to fix on this. Just stepping forward, I need to bring this closer, probably do it a bit lower, so many different things, but this is why you practice your process. Pretty happy with this. I'm going to go clean all this up and get started on doing some picking, packing and shipping. I'll see you in a jiffy. All right, this one was a quick one. 18 items. We've been able to pull it out in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Quite a few DVDs going out, as you can see here. These are all, this one's going overseas, so that's about 35 bucks, but the rest of them are all kind of like 9 to, actually probably 8 to 15, 16. This one's gone out, that one's gone express. For people who have been asking me, yes, I do send stuff express. If they select it, that's going express. This one, I've got two of these. This one for 25, I think. That one I got just not that long ago in a video. So that one's gone for 28, 29. This guy's gone for 25. I've got a 25er, a couple of jeans. There's about $110 worth there. Indiana Jones has gone for 109. That's the young Indiana Jones. This guy's just sold this morning, 29 bucks. Got some figurines going out. Good old TNT. This guy's gone for 19. Just a quick book for 16 bucks. So not a lot, guys. And then I've also got some winnings going out, Pokemon cards and cash flow quadrant, but I haven't picked them out. They're not included in these numbers. Yeah, so not too bad. Let's pack it up and get this done. All right, eBay postage done. Took us 28 minutes. Ta-da! And there's one up there too. Not too bad. Well, there you go. If you do have any questions of anything that I've just been speaking about today, I would love to continue the conversation with you. Otherwise, you have a wonderful day. Cheers.